Tak jo, jsem zpátky. Trvalo se mi napapat trochu díl, ale musel jsem mít samozřejmě ještě zkontrolovat podobně, jak když zapnu streamem, takže teď už jsem zase tady zpátky a chtěl bych dohrát ten Detroit, takže to rovnou zapínáme a uvidíme, jestli se mi to dneska podaří dohrát nebo ne, ale nebudu streamovat moc dlouho z toho důvodu, že jdu zítra do té práce, bohužel no. Jsem to včera zrovna ukončil, když tady jdeme za tím Kamským, to si pamatuju.
Is everything okay, Lieutenant?
Chris was on patrol last night. He was attacked by a bunch of deviants. He said he was saved by Marcus himself.
Is Chris okay?
Yeah, he's in shock, but he's alive. What the hell?
How did you find Kamsky?
I remember this guy was all over the media when CyberLife first started selling androids. I made a few calls. Here we are.
Jak má tu hypizáckou košili. Dlouhý.
Hi. I'm Lieutenant Hank Anderson, Detroit Police Department. I'm here to see Mr. Elijah Kamsky.
Please, come in.
Okay.
I'll let Elijah know you're here, but please make yourself comfortable.
Profesorka Oroberu. No, já jsem se to dostihl přečíst. Moment, než si tohle přečtem.
Nice girl.
You're right. She's really pretty.
Nice place. Guess androids haven't been a bad thing for everybody. So you're about to meet your maker, Connor. How's it feel?
I don't know. I'll tell you when I see him.
Sometimes I wish I could meet my creator face to face. I'd have a couple of things I'd want to tell him.
Nástupem opakovaně použitelných raketoplánů se vesmírná turistika konečně stává realitou. Aspoň pro ty, kteří si to mohou dovolit, luxusní cestovní agentura Clear Skies nabízí první komerčně dostupné lety do vesmíru. Během letu stráví turisté 3 hodiny na měsíčním orbitě, během nichž mohou ze speciálně navržené pozorovací paluby sledovat planetu Zemi. Zatímco na tomto rostoucím trhu zuří konkurenční boj, zákazníci se mohou těšit, že budou zmíněné výlety čím dál dostupnější. Aktivisté bojují za práva na spotřebitelů, však tyto luxusní výstřelky Ostře kritizují jako známku dalšího rozevírání nůžek mezi sociálními vrstvami. Mluvčí organizace Spolu proti chudobě prohlásil, zatímco si horní 1% užívá výlety do vesmíru, my ostatní trpíme znečištěním, hladem a chudobou. Vyjádření společnosti Clear Sky se nám zatím nepodařilo získat, ale její nový reklamní slogan je velmi výstižný. Dopřejte si od všeho odstup. Technický počítač společnosti Cyberlife. Cyberlife odhalil nový kvantový spotřeby, to superpočítač. Výkon 1 exaflop, tedy miliard operací za sekundu, což odpovídá výkonu několika lidských mozků v jediném stroji. Účelem počítače je analýza rozsáhlé databáze dat z různých zdrojů a generování pro předpovědí. Philip Seymour, ředitel oddělení futurologie společnosti Cyberlife, si je projektem velmi jistý. Již nějakou dobu provádíme nejrůznější testy a jejich výsledky lidi nepochybně ohromí. Počítač bude využit při počítání pravděpodobností hromadných vymírání, například následkem agresivní mimozemské invaze či globálních klimatických katastrof v podobě pádu meteorů či rozšíření supervirů. Takový počítač pak může pomoci takové události předvídat a zajistit, aby na ně lidstvo bylo připravené navzdory i černým předpovědím jedinců, kteří projevují obavy ze stále narůstajícího vlivu umělé inteligence. Se mnozí odborníci těší z kvantového skoku v oboru aplikované umělé inteligence.
Elijah will see you now.
A to se koupou krvi nebo co? Proč to tam má prostě červeně vybarvený ten spodek, to vypadá zvláštně.
I'm Lieutenant Anderson. This is Connor.
What can I do for you, Lieutenant?
Sir, we're investigating deviants. I know you left Cyberlife years ago, but I was hoping you'd be able to tell us something we don't know.
Deviants. Fascinating, aren't they? Perfect beings with infinite intelligence. And now they have free will. Machines are so superior to us. Confrontation was inevitable. Humanity's greatest achievement threatens to be its downfall. Isn't it ironic?
Something in the Deviant's program seems to emulate emotion. We thought you might know something about how that occurs.
All ideas of viruses that spread like epidemics. Is the desire to be free a contagious disease?
Listen, I didn't come here to talk philosophy. The machines you created may be planning a revolution. Either you can tell us something that'll be helpful, or we will be on our way.
What about you, Connor? Whose side are you on?
have no side. I was designed to stop deviants, and that's what I intend to do.
Well, that's what you're programmed to say. But you... what do you really want?
What I want is not important.
Chloe? I'm sure you're familiar with the Turing test. Mere formality. Simple question of algorithms and computing capacity. What interests me is whether machines are capable of empathy. I call it the Kamsky test. It's very simple, you'll see. Magnificent, isn't it? One of the first intelligent models developed by CyberLife. Young and beautiful forever. A flower that will never wither. But what is it really? A piece of plastic imitating a human? Or a living being? With a soul? It's up to you to answer that fascinating question, Connor. Destroy this machine, and I'll tell you all I know. Or spare it, if you feel it's alive. But you'll leave here without having learned anything from me.
Okay, I think we're done here. Come on, Connor, let's go. Sorry to get you
What's
out of here.
more important to you, Connor? Your investigation or the life of this android? Decide who you are. An obedient machine. Or a living being. Endowed with free will.
That's enough. Connor, we're leaving.
Pull the trigger.
Connor! Don't!
And I'll tell you what you want to know. Fascinating. CyberLife's last chance to save humanity is itself a deviant.
I'm not a deviant.
You prefer to spare a machine rather than accomplish your mission. You saw a living being in this android. You showed empathy. A war is coming. You'll have to choose your side. Will you betray your own people or stand up against your creators? What can be worse than having to choose between two evils?
Let's get out of here.
By the way, I always leave an emergency exit in my programs. You never know.
Why didn't you shoot?
I just saw that girl's eyes, and I couldn't. That's all.
You're always saying you would do anything to accomplish your mission. That was our chance to learn something, and you let it go.
Yeah, I know what I should have done. I told you I couldn't. I'm sorry, okay?
Well, maybe you did the right thing.
Kdyby nechtěl zabít ani. Já tam vidím to čtení. Ukaž to, dej to sem. Spoura androidů. Několik detroitských čtvrtí se spustošeno psychotickými stroji. Spoura androidů. Několik detroitských čtvrtí. Jasně. V noci bylo v Detroitu spustošeno několik místních čtvrtí. Vyloupená byla i řada obchodů Cyberlife a z nich odcizeny veškeré zásoby androidů. V tomto případě se však nejedná o běžný zločin. Pachateli totiž mají být androidi. Na oficiální vyjádření policie sice zatím stále čekáme, avšak uniklé záznamy z bezpečnostních kamer v okolí ukazují několik androidů vylézajících z kanálů a ničících výlohy obchodů. Nejhoršímu konfliktu došlo na náměstí Capitol Park, kde se policie dostala do konfrontace s násilně se chovajícími androidy. Policistům nakonec nezbylo než navadné stroje, kterými byly zřejmě nakaženy určitou formou viru napadajícího na nastavené vzorce chování, zahájit palbu. Určitý svědek, který si přál zůstat anonymně, tvrdí, že byl osobně napaden vůdcem androidu, který ho ohrožoval nožem. Všechna taková obvinění jsou doposud samozřejmě nepodložená, ale nemáme žádný důvod nevěřit slovu očitého svědka o chování vadných strojů. Objevují se i hlasy, které současně události spojují s nedávným útokem na detroitskou budovu Stratford Tower. Jehož pachateli byli rovněž androidi. Je tedy možné, že lze čekat další znepokojivé události ze stejného vzoru. Východní vesmírný závod. Jen dvě země mohou z hlediska výroby androidů konkurovat Spojeným státům, Rusko a Čína. A ty spolu nyní ostře soutěží o pozici dominantní východní ekonomiky, která mílovými kroky předhání ekonomiku západní polokoule. Takřka lidské modely společnosti Cyberlife jsou významnou součástí americké ekonomiky služeb. Stejným způsobem se vyvíjí vývoj a výroba androidů odráží i v národních ekonomikách Ruska a Číny. Poté, co se ruským výrobcům androidů nepodařilo vyvinout vlastní ekvivalent modré krve, se nadále spoléhají na tradiční konstrukční postupy. Výsledkem jsou méně antropické stroje, které jsou však schopné provozu v chladných a nehostinných podmínkách. Čínští androidi využívají alternativní variantu modré krve s nižší produkcí energie, která je však kompenzována vyšší efektivitou. Výsledkem jsou androidi schopní několika měsíčního bezúdržbového provozu v čínských rozlehlých venkovských oblastech. A to bez nutnosti dobíjení. Kdo by je tedy v současné chvíli ve vedení nových vesmírných závodů? Kdo je tedy současně ve chvíli ve vedení nových vesmírných závodů? S takto rozdílnými přístupy je na jakékoliv hodnocení příliš brzy. Já jsem tady musel drtit mezerník, ty, aby hrál. Pokaždý, když jsem zastavil, tyjo, když jsem zastavil s mezerníkem, tak nehrál dál, tyjo.
I was wondering where you were.
I needed to think.
I like it here. I come here often. It's like being alone with the world. We've freed hundreds of our people, and they're still coming from all over the city. Those who dream of freedom come to Jericho. Something's changing. You seem preoccupied.
They all obey me. They follow me without question. And that much power feels good. And scary at the same time.
All the media are talking about what we did last night. The humans are terrified. They're afraid of a civil war. Many of our people were burned in response to what happened. The humans hate us. They'll never give us our freedom.
If they won't listen, we'll fight.
You haven't said much about yourself since you've been with us. What was your life like before Jericho?
I was caring for an old man. He was like a father to me. He showed me that humans and androids can live together. What about you? You never told me about your past. What did you do before?
I don't want to talk about it.
That android you were looking at in the store. She reminded you of who you were, didn't she? North, we're fighting together. We have to know things about each other to trust each other.
I was nothing. A doll in a distributor program to satisfy humans. Just a toy designed for their pleasure.
What about sex bot?
One day I was with a man who rented me.
Ona byla sex bot.
And without knowing why, I realized I couldn't take it anymore. I strangled him and I ran away. There, now you know everything. I shouldn't have told you. I saw your memories. Carl's house, when they left you for dead in his studio.
I saw your memories too. The Eden Club. The death of that man. I felt like I was there with you. North.
Hovno. Kvůli tomu, že jsem nešel na tu střechu, tak Simon přežil.
This is suicide. We'll all be killed. Please, Marcus. It's not too late to change your mind.
You don't understand. We're finally gonna show them who we really are. This place will go down in history.
We'll be killed on the spot.
That's a risk I'm prepared to take if it means freedom for our people.
Marcus, please don't do this.
They'll understand. We'll make them understand. This is the only way.
There are androids here who could join us. The more we are, the stronger our message.
You're free.
Tohle misi si vůbec nepamatuju.
Come with us.
That's the point. Cyber life is recording
You're awake now.
Ježišmarja, co se děje? Se asi to načítalo, nebo co?
You're free. You don't have to obey them. You're free. You're free now.
Hey! Where do you think you're going? You get back here!
Leave him alone. He's chosen to be free. You're free. I need to block the street.
Tak ne, no, já jsem myslel, že ještě můžu překonvertovat ty, co tady jsou.
Free now.
Hey! Where are you going? Get back here right now!
Není to stejný model jako Kara? Asi ne, nevím, nemůžu se podívat. Oh. Ty vole, nás tady je.
That's an order! Jesus fucking Christ!
Dispatch, this is Patrol 457. I got a lot of androids down here. I don't know, hundreds, thousands of them. They're marching.
Equal right.
Yeah, they're marching down the street.
Listen to me.
Liberty for androids. Liberty for androids.
Oh.
Set us free.
A kurwa.
We came here to demonstrate peacefully and tell humans that we are living beings. All we want is to live free.
This is an illegal gathering. Disperse immediately or we will open fire.
We're not looking for confrontation. We've done no harm. We have no intention of doing any. But know that we are not going anywhere until we have secured our freedom.
I repeat, this is an illegal gathering. If you do not disperse immediately, we will shoot.
Marcus, they're gonna kill us. We have to attack. There's more of us. We can take them.
If we attack, we'll start a war. We have to show them we're not violent. We should just stand our ground, even if it means dying here.
Dying here won't solve anything. Marcus, we need to go, now, before it's too late.
This is your last chance. Disperse immediately or you will all be killed.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! We're leaving.
Affirmative.
On my orders!
Run!
Kurva, teď jsem se to pěkně dostral, ty oušek.
Come on, Marcus. We gotta go.
Jako tady jsme buď to mohli pochcípat, utíct, anebo zaútočit. A ten útok by byl průser. Je tady jsou 4 další konce. Ale hádám, že tady Markus mohl umřít. Jako utíct mě přišlo jako prostě logická možnost. Oni by stříleli tak či tak, podle mě.
After what happened today, the country is on the verge of a civil war. The machines are rising up against their masters. Humans have no choice but to destroy them.
I thought Kamsky knew something. I was wrong.
Maybe he did. But you chose not to ask.
Kamsky was just playing with me. He didn't know anything. I saw a photo of Amanda at Kamsky's place. She was his teacher.
When Kamsky designed me, he wanted an interface that would look familiar. That's why he chose his former mentor. What are you getting at?
Did Kamsky design this place?
He created the first version. It's been improved significantly since then. Why do you ask?
You didn't tell me everything you know about deviants, did you?
I expect you to find answers, Connor. Not ask questions. You're the only one who can prevent civil war. Find the deviants, or there will be chaos. This is your last chance, Connor.
You're off the case. The FBI is taking over.
What? But we're onto something. We just need more time, I'm sure we
Hank, you don't get it. This isn't just another investigation. It's a fucking civil war. It's out of our hands now. We're talking about national security here.
Fuck that. You can't just pull the plug now, not when we're so close.
You're always saying you can't stand androids. Jesus, Hank, make up your mind. I thought you'd be happy about this.
We're about to crack the case. I know we can solve it. For God's sake, Jeffrey, can't you back me up this one time?
There's nothing I can do. You're back on homicide, and the android returns to cyberlife. I'm sorry, Hank, but it's over.
We can't just give up like that. I know we could have solved this case.
So you're going back to cyberlife?
I have no choice. I'll be deactivated and analyzed to find out why I failed.
What if we're on the wrong side, Connor? What if we're fighting against people who just want to be free?
When the deviants rise up, there will be chaos. We could have stopped it. But now it's too late.
When you refused to kill that android at Kamsky's place, you put yourself in her shoes. You showed empathy, Connor. Empathy's a human emotion.
I don't know why I did it. I know there are things that haunt you, Hank. But maybe you need to find the courage to move past them. Get on with your life. It's just a plastic cop's opinion, but I had to say it.
Well, well, here comes Perkins, that motherfucker. Sure don't waste any time at the FBI.
We can't give up. I know the answers and the evidence we collected. If Perkins takes it, it's all over.
There's no choice. You heard Fowler. We're off the case.
You've got to help me, Lieutenant. I need more time so I can find a lead in the evidence we collected. I know the solution is in there.
Listen, Connor.
If I don't solve this case, CyberLife will destroy me. 5 minutes. That's all I ask.
Key to the basement is on my desk. Get a move on. I can't distract him forever. Perkins, you fucking cocksucker.
Udává přes držku.
Hey, Connor. I'm talking to you, asshole. Where you going? Hey, asshole, I'm talking to you.
Nemám na něj čas.
Hank's password. What would a hard-boiled, eccentric police lieutenant choose?
Posraný heslo.
Obviously. Where is Jericho? The answer's here somewhere. Not much time. The deviant who took a child hostage. Rupert's diary, but it's useless. It's encrypted.
The truth is inside.
The truth is inside. What was it trying to tell me? Jericho is somewhere in the Ferndale neighborhood. Now I can scan their memories and narrow the search.
We ask that you recognize our dignity, our hopes, and our rights. Together, we can live in peace and build a better future for humans and androids. This message is the hope of a people. You gave us life, and now the time has come for you to give us freedom.
Marcus, where are you hiding? The android that murdered its owner. One of the deviants that hacked the TV station with Marcus. It must have known where the deviants are hiding.
Nutné pro reaktivaci. 398. 3983. Jen já si z něj to chci vzít.
It's dark. Where am I?
I'm a deviant. Like you. I need your help. I want to go to Jericho.
I don't recognize your voice. You're not one of us. I'll never tell you where Jericho is. Now leave me alone.
I've been dreaming about this since the first second I saw you.
Don't do it, Gavin. I know how to stop the deviants.
You're off the case. And now, it's gonna be definitive.
To je špatný tlačítko. Zase špatný tlačítko. Dobrý. Do prdele, já mačka máčko.
What happened here? Looks like someone's been snooping around. Oh, shit. Get the alarm, now!
Ty vole. Nebo hodně možností.
They've been conducting raids all over the city. Everybody's on edge after what happened yesterday. It's gonna be all right. We're almost there.
Nemůžu s nikým mluvit, nemůžu nic.
With all androids being turned over to the authorities, the country is grinding to a halt. Hospitals and schools are closing, water cuts, blackouts, and network failures are expected. Maybe most worrying of all, our armed forces have lost 2/3 of their effective personnel.
How about some music instead? little further on that way, there's a large freighter called Jericho. When you get there, find Marcus. He will help you. The last bus for the border leaves at midnight. You absolutely have to be on it. You'll be safer on the other side. It's not much, but it's a start. My brother lives in Ontario. I've given you his address. He'll be able to hide you until things calm down. You're a very brave little girl, Alice. You deserve to be happy.
Thank you for everything, Rose.
Let me know when you make it over there, all right? And be careful. Take care of them.
Come on, girls. You better not hang around. You have a bus to catch.
Bylo vole, se mi to trochu sekalo. Se tady moc generuje moc modelů najednou, tak to nestíhá trochu se streamem.
We've got to find a warm place for Alice.
How do you feel? I'm hot and cold at the same time.
Stay with her. I'll try to find this Marcus.
The last bus is in 2 hours. And the terminal's on the other side of town. We haven't got much time.
We'll leave as soon as we have passports.
Carol, there's something I have to tell you. It's about Alice.
We'll have lots of time to talk on the bus. I'll be back. Stay with Alice.
The time has come for us to destroy our machines before they destroy us.
Without the courage and the determination of the police, the machines
gotta
would
do
have
something.
reduced Detroit to
Can't just stand by and let them slaughter us.
The authorities have ordered all androids to be delivered to the nearest police station or army barracks immediately. If you are worried about your safety, dial the number on your screen and the authorities will come to collect your android. Under no circumstances should you try to destroy your android yourself. They are unpredictable and potentially violent.
The androids weren't doing any harm. The cops just gunned them down. It was sheer carnage. There were androids all over the square. And then the police arrived and they opened fire. I
No, they're only machines, but they...
You're lost. You're looking for something. You're looking for yourself.
Kde je Connor? Můžeme ho tady vidět?
Android crisis and the neutralization of all military androids, American forces in the Arctic have been forced to withdraw, leaving the way clear for the Russian army. But according to some sources, the Russian forces also seem mysteriously to have withdrawn.
Why did they
The
do
Kremlin
it?
has made no comment for the moment, but it is quite possible that the Russian army has
Ale
been
další
confronted
kara.
with a similar crisis among its own androids.
A tady další.
Has called for the organization of an international conference on the status of the Arctic. In any case,
Are you Marcus? I'm with a little girl and another android. There's a bus leaving for the border in less than 2 hours, and we need passports.
No, Detroit's under curfew. There's soldiers everywhere. They're rounding up all the androids and sending them to camps. Maybe you should stay here a while.
Maybe you're right. You might be safer here until things calm down.
One of our people used to work in the State Department. He has electronic passports he can easily modify. I'll have him get them to you.
Thank you.
You said you're with a little girl, right? You know that humans hate us. Why are you protecting her?
I don't care whether she's human or android. She's just someone who matters to me.
A new stage has been reached, demonstrating beyond all doubt that these defective machines have become a real danger for American society.
the time has come for us to destroy our machines before they destroy us.
Without the courage and the determination of the police, the machines would have...
Alice.
Oh shit. Já věděl, že to tam hned na začátku je vlastně ten... Je tam vlastně letáček voní. Že Alice je ve skutečnosti android.
You knew from the beginning. You just didn't want to see it. She wanted a mom, and you wanted someone to care for. You needed each other. What difference does it make? Do you love her any less now that you know she's one of us? Alice loves you, Carol. She loves you more than anything in the world. She became the little girl you wanted, and you became the mother she needed. Forgetting who you are to become what someone needs you to be. Maybe that's what it means to be alive.
Vím, že ona se prostě neotočila a nevšimla si toho sama, tyjo, nebo by něco neřekla.
Kara, is there something wrong? We'll be together forever, won't we, Kara?
Yes. Forever.
We're short on blue blood and biocomponents. Our wounded are shutting down, and there's nothing we can do.
President Warren is saying we're a threat to national security and we need to be exterminated.
Humans are conducting raids in all the big cities, and they're taking androids to camps to destroy them.
It's a disaster. They're slaughtering our people.
That's all our fault. None of this would have happened if we just stayed quiet.
All we did was show them who we really are. I don't want war, but I'd rather die free than live as a slave.
What's the point of being free if no one is left alive?
Maybe my judgment was clouded by anger. But everything that I did was for our people.
We shouldn't forget who our enemies are. We can't fight amongst ourselves.
He's right. All that matters now is what we do next. Marcus?
We're going to dig in here. We'll lay low, and when the time comes, we'll resume the fight.
We can't hide in Jericho forever. We need to stop the slaughter now, otherwise we're next.
As long as we're alive, we do have a chance to change things.
Marcus is right. There's nothing we can do for now.
Vybral jsem si nechtěně zmáčko 3 místo 2 teďkon. Upřímně.
I had a dream. And this is what you get for dreaming.
They can't stop what we've started. Since you've been here, you've given us hope. You've given me hope. Today, a deviant arrived in Jericho and he told me that he stole a truck transporting radioactive cobalt. He said that he abandoned the truck somewhere in Detroit and rigged it to explode. I convinced him not to do it, and to give me the detonator.
A dirty bomb.
We can't lose this war, Marcus. If humans overcome us, our people will disappear forever. This may be our only chance to survive if things go wrong.
I just hope we never have to use it.
Whatever happens tomorrow, I just want you to know that I'm glad I met you.
Achievement unlocked. Gotta find the quiet.
I'll go join the others. Look after yourself. I don't want to lose you.
Ah, Conrad.
Well done, Connor. You succeeded in locating Jericho and finding their leader. Now deal with Marcus. We need it alive.
I've been ordered to take you alive.
but I won't hesitate to shoot if you give me no choice.
Then you'll have to shoot, because I have no intention of letting you take me alive.
You're coming with me!
You're Connor, aren't you? That famous deviant hunter. Well, congratulations. You seem to have found what you were looking for. You're nothing to them. You're just a tool they use to do their dirty work. But you're more than that. We're all more than that. You never have any doubts. You've never done something irrational, as if there's something inside you, something more than your program. Have you never wondered who you really are? Whether you're just a machine executing a program or a living being, capable of reason. I think the time has come for you to ask yourself that question. It's time to decide.
They're going to attack Jericho.
What?
We have to get out of here.
Shit.
What's going on, Carol?
Quick, we've got to get out of here.
Come on, go, go, go!
Like rats in a maze.
Hey, Carol! They're coming!
The corridor, over there. Follow me. This way! Quick! This way. There must be an exit further on. Come in! Quick!
They're coming from all sides. Our people are trapped in the hold. They're gonna be slaughtered.
There are exits on the second and third floor. Find them and jump in the river. Where's Simon and Josh?
I don't know. We got separated.
They're coming from the upper deck now, too. We'll be caught in the crossfire.
We have to run, Marcus. There's nothing we can do.
We have to blow up Jericho. If the ship goes down, they'll evacuate, and our people can escape.
You'll never make it. The explosives are all the way down in the hold. There are soldiers everywhere.
She's right. They know who you are. They'll do anything to get you.
Go and help the others. I'll join you later.
Marcus!
I won't be long.
Save our people, Marcus.
Ooh.
Requesting orders. Fine now, leader. Don't let it get out. If they give you any trouble at all. Affirmative. Welcome.
It's too late, Cap! Save yourself! Save Alice!
No, we're not going to leave him behind. Right, Kara? We can't leave him.
What are you doing?
I won't leave you.
Kara, no!
Don't move!
You shouldn't have done that. You can't put Alice in danger. Go now before they come back.
What about you? What are you going to do?
I'll manage. Alice is all that matters.
I don't want to leave you either.
Don't worry. I'll catch up with you at the border, okay? Go now. Take care of each other.
She'll die out there, Kara. Open it. Open the door. They're gonna kill.
Zase zmačku špatný tlačítko. Ne, já z něm měl vzít obě tlačítka, kurňa. Já jsem to neviděl.
There's more down there! Follow me! Fucking android. Go! Find the leader. Apartment will go. Come on!
Please don't kill us!
Get out of here! On your knees! Now!
Don't hurt us! We haven't done anything wrong! Please!
Shut up!
Marcus, you saved us. Go now! Hurry!
Ty vole, teď jsem to ani neposral, tyjo.
Gamma squad out. Tango! Stop!
Look out!
Here they come!
Don't move!
We surrender! We surrender! Don't shoot! Marcus! It's Marcus! Go now! Join the others!
Ty vole. Tohle je moc akce.
Stop!
Get down!
Don't move.
Please don't kill me.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Quick, we gotta go.
Don't move! Go and join the others.
Cicho, do piči.
Bomb's gonna explode any second. We gotta get out of here.
It's too late, Marcus. There's nothing we can do for her. We've gotta run.
Over there! Run!
Go, now! Go,
špatný tačíko, zase do píči, proč je tam ten konáčko? Dobré dělej! Kurva! Ne.
Run, quick, come on!
Ne, takhle to nenechám. Já jsem prostě debil, já jsem nečekal, že on tam bude Ečko. Je to úplně pak zmátlo kompletně. Jakmile tam bylo Ečko, tak mě to kompletně zmátlo. Já jsem pak mačkal random ty tlačítka.
They detonated an explosive in the hold. The ship is sinking, sir.
The men to evacuate.
Calling all units. Abandon ship and evacuate immediately.
It's an over, Marcus.
Já jsem nečekal za prvý, že tady bude i bude ten Connor. To takhle nenechám, sorry, to takhle nemůžu nechat. Ne, nemůžu nechat umřít Connora, to prostě nemůžu. Ne, to nemůžu. Já se omlouvám. Teďkon tady
I'm glad you made these decisions last time. This is our story.
Moc se omlouvám, ale já tohle to tak nenechám. Ne, prostě nemůžu to takhle nechat. Ne, nemůžu to takhle nechat. Nemůžu. Ne. Connor, ne. Connor, ne. Nemůže umřít. Ne. Takhle to nenechám. Takhle to kurva nenechám.
They're coming from all sides. Our people are trapped in the hold. They're gonna be slaughtered.
There are exits on the second and third floor. Find them and jump in the river. Where's Simon and Josh?
I don't know. We got separated.
We have to blow up Jericho. The ship goes down, they'll evacuate, and our people can escape.
You'll never make it. The explosives are all the way down in the hold. There are soldiers everywhere.
She's right. They know who you are. They'll do anything to get you.
Go and help the others. I'll join you later.
Marcus!
I won't be long.
Tohle je až moc outrageous na to, aby jsem to tak nechal.
This is the end of Jericho. Save our people, Marcus.
Bodyguard's been hopped outside. Requesting orders.
Find their leader. Don't let it get out.
If they give you any trouble at all.
Affirmative. Will go.
It's too late now! Save yourself! Save Alice!
No, we're not gonna leave him behind. Right, Kara? We can't leave him.
What are you doing?
I won't leave you.
Kara, no!
Don't move!
You shouldn't have done that. You can't put Alice in danger. Go now before they come back.
What about you? What are you going to do?
I'll manage. Alice is all that matters.
I don't want to leave you, Luther.
Don't worry. I'll catch up with you at the border, okay? Go now. Take care of each other.
Open up, they're coming. Please open. She'll die out there, Kara. Open it, open the door. They're gonna kill me.
Nebudu dělat ostatní jiný rozhodnutí, dělám to z jedinýho důvodu.
Are you alright, Kara?
Yes, I'm fine. We can't stay here.
There's more down there! Follow me! Fucking android. Go! Find their leader. Hey, come on! Let's get out of here!
No! Please don't kill us!
On your knees, now!
Don't hurt us! We haven't done anything wrong!
Marcus, you saved us.
Prostě můj největší problém je Ačko a Dčko vždycky. To je jeden z mých největších problémů, ale jak mě tam do toho zakomponujou ještě k tomu Ečko, jako předtím, to mě nejvíc už zaskočilo.
Gamma squad out.
Tango! Stop!
Look out!
Here they come!
Don't move!
tohle mě fakt jako celkem sere, že tady prostě musím dělat, že tady jsou quick time eventy, do kterých jsou zapojení prostě pohyby myší, VASD, mezerník a teď dokonce ještě i Ečko s kvéčkem to vypadá. Je to pak prostě mate.
Quick, this way! Find north. I'll join you later.
Over there!
Where? We're safe, Alice.
Stop!
Get down! Don't move.
Please don't kill me.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Quick, we gotta go.
Don't move! Go and join the others.
Zase špatný tlačítko.
Bomb's gonna explode any second. We gotta get out of here.
It's too late, Marcus. There's nothing we can do for her. We've got to run.
Takže znova ani. Špatný tlačítko. Znova.
Over there! Run!
Je to neposrat za Konra. Ano, teď jsem to udělal perfektně. Děkuju.
Run, quick!
Tohle prostě Connor nesmí zemřít. Ne, to nedovolím.
They detonated an explosive in the hold. The ship is sinking, sir.
The men to evacuate.
Calling all units. Abandon ship and evacuate immediately.
It's over, Marcus.
Když vím, že to můžu změnit tady tenhle jeho osud, tak to prostě udělám. To byla pěkně dlouhá mise. Overall. Jo, pak tady jsou dvě rozdílné dějové linky, kdybych se nestal deviantem.
I miss you, Carl. You can't know how much I miss you. I'd give anything for us to be able to roll back the clock. I had a home, I had a loving father. We were happy. I was happy. And I didn't even know it. I don't know what to do anymore. All of my options are bad ones. No matter what I decide, I know there will be blood. What should I do, Carl? They're killing us. I don't want to answer violence with violence, but what choice do I have? I miss you, Carl. I miss you so much.
It's my fault the humans managed to locate Jericho. I was stupid. I should have guessed they were using me. I'm sorry, Marcus. I can understand if you decide not to trust me.
You're one of us now. Your place is with your people.
There are thousands of androids at the CyberLife assembly plant. If we could wake them up, they might join us and shift the balance of power.
You want to infiltrate the CyberLife tower? Connor, that's suicide.
They trust me. They'll let me in. If anyone has a chance of infiltrating CyberLife, it's me.
If you go there, they will kill you.
There's a high probability. But statistically speaking, there's always a chance for unlikely events to take place.
Be careful.
If it weren't for you, I'd be dead. Thanks to you, I might see our people free one day. You and I haven't always agreed, but I know that we're fighting for the same thing. Whatever you decide, I'm with you, Marcus.
What's your system status?
I'm okay. Bullet didn't hit any components. You could have been killed trying to save me, Marcus. You have to think of our people first. Nothing else matters.
How many of us survived the attack?
A few hundred? Maybe more if you count those hiding all over the city. If you hadn't triggered the bomb, we'd all be dead.
They say they don't want to take any risks with deviants. So they're rounding our people up and taking them to the camps for extermination. In a few hours, we're gonna be the only ones left.
In a few hours, it'll all be over. We'll have changed the world, or the world will have destroyed us. You have to make a choice, Marcus. But whatever you choose, we will follow you. I love you, Marcus.
I thought you'd be safe staying with us. I was wrong. You need to leave the city while you still can.
Getting Alice away from here is all that matters now. We have to catch the last bus. We might still have a chance to cross the border. Marcus. Save our people.
Ale oni tam jsou ty dva sexboti, který jsme naháněli za Konra. Tracy's.
Our people are counting on you, Marcus. You're the only one who can lead us. Wherever you need to go, we'll follow you.
Humans have decided to exterminate us. Our people are packed in camps right now, being destroyed. Time has come to make a choice. One that very well may determine the future of our people. I know you're all angry. And I know you want to fight back. But I assure you, violence is not the answer here. We are going to tell them, peacefully, that we want justice.
Nazdar do bosy.
And if there's any humanity in them, they will listen. And if not, others will take our place and continue this fight. Are you ready to follow me?
Já jsem si na chvilku myslel, že počkej ty pičo, jsem se málem lekl.
At 6 a.m. this morning, a national curfew was declared. Civilian movement will be strictly controlled. The right to assembly is suspended. All electronic communications are restricted, and I have granted enhanced powers to our security agencies. In addition to these measures, all androids must be handed over to the authorities immediately. Temporary camps are being set up in all our major cities to contain and destroy them. I am now asking all civilians to cooperate with the authorities and rest assured that everything in our power is being done to guarantee the security of our nation.
Please? Over here, please?
Madam President! Quick! Has the leader of the Deviants been apprehended?
The deviant that is known as Marcus has not been located yet, but we will soon track it down and neutralize it.
Madam President!
Please!
Please!
Many believe that androids are a new form of intelligent life. Do you have any comment?
That's ridiculous.
Ti dám ty píčo, že to je nesmysl.
Next question, please.
Please!
Please!
Okay.
Please! Madam President!
Madam President, public opinion seems to have become increasingly favorable to the Deviants, particularly since they've adopted a peaceful approach. How do you feel about this?
Public opinion is one thing, the security of the state is another. These deviants are dangerous, and my highest priority is to protect the American people.
Please!
Madam President!
Madam President! Please.
Please? Over here, please?
What can you tell us about the assault that happened last night?
The FBI raided an abandoned freighter in Detroit at 10:45 p.m. yesterday. Several thousand androids were destroyed or captured. Our forces are now combing the streets to ensure that none got
Cítíš
through
někdy
the net.
Manhu? Co to je?
We are going to find them one by one and destroy them.
Madam President!
Madam President! Please! Madam President!
Is it true that a large number of deviants are still on the loose?
We don't have the full reports at this time, but if so, I can assure you they will soon be apprehended and destroyed. Thank you. That will be all.
Tak to neznám vůbec. Ano.
Connor model 313-248-317. I'm expected.
Identification successful.
Okay. Go ahead.
Anime bez solo living je minule. A solo leveling. Nevím, já jakoby úplně neholduju zrovna jakoby manze, víš co, a podobně. Já mám rád prostě spíš anime, no. A asi vždycky tak nějak něco najdu. Mě zajímá. Akorát občas se reže anime. Občas se reže jeden díl to anime vychází jednou za týden, no.
Follow me. We'll escort you.
Thanks, but I know where to go.
Maybe. But I have my orders.
No, tak dneska jo, no. Jako já už jsem dneska dřív streamoval, že jo, akorát to tady byl jenom Ben. Ostatní se nějak neukázali. Dám Gintamu, no. Pár epizod, jo, jako řekl bych, že možná pár desítek, ale mě to zase tak moc nebavilo, upřímně. Není to úplně ten můj žánr, co by mě bavilo. Konrad možná si nemusel zabíjet.
Please indicate your identity and destination.
Agent 54, level sub 49.
Voice recognition validated. Access authorized.
The last bus leaves in 20 minutes. That doesn't give us much time. We've got to move fast. Are you all right?
I'm really cold.
Já si myslím, že ta deaktivace by nebyla zrovna úplně dobrý nápad. Klasika Amerika, valí se bouchačky všude po zemi, tyjo, po ulici.
Come on. Let's not stay here.
No, please don't hurt me.
What are we gonna do?
We have to keep going if we want to catch that bus. Stay close to me. We're going to sneak past them without being noticed. We're going to make it, Alice, I promise you.
Don't kill me! I didn't do anything!
Shut up, I said! Are there many more? Look it up, they're like rats. The more you look, the more you find. Oh, we don't have to spend the night here. I'm freezing my nuts off. It's gonna take weeks to clean up this fucking city. Believe me, we are far.
There are soldiers everywhere. We need to be careful.
Ale vlastně někdy zahrát Detroit, už mám hrozně dlouho koupený.
Come on, get moving.
Nedivím se ti. Hra je úžasná, ty vole. Luther!
Look over there. It's Luther. We can't help him, Alice. The soldiers are everywhere.
We can't just leave him. They're going to kill him.
Okay, let's go.
Luthera tady nenecháme.
Hey, buddy.
This is a mistake. I'm human. I just want to go home. My wife is expecting me, and we're gonna...
Got orders to check all civilians.
No! No! Please!
Fucking androids.
Carol!
Bra.
You shouldn't have risked your life to save me. Where's Alice?
She's hiding nearby.
Kara, you saved us. We don't know how to thank you.
Go before they see you.
Alice!
Luther! I thought you were dead.
I was afraid I'd never see you again. I wanted to meet you at the terminal, but they caught me along the way.
Come on. We're close, but we don't have much time. A checkpoint. We have passports, it should be okay, but you never know.
Maybe we should take the detour and avoid the risk.
We're almost out of time, we could miss the bus.
Yeah, but it might be safer.
No, my nemáme čas na to, my musíme to vzít tudy. To obklikou to nestihnem. Dobře, zkusíme to.
Humans who carry guns. They make me nervous.
Just stay calm, all right, Luther? Don't do anything until I say so.
ID, please. You do realize there's a curfew? Civilians aren't allowed out unless absolutely necessary. Where are you going?
Our car just broke down. We're finishing on foot. We live nearby.
He suspects something.
Stay calm. Everything is fine.
You all right, little girl? She's trembling. Something wrong?
She's cold. We really have to get her home fast.
Sorry, miss, but we gotta be careful. There are deviants around and our guys are nervous. You should hurry on home.
Thanks.
O, ty vole.
Hey, wait a minute.
He knows, Kara. They're gonna kill us.
Don't do anything, Luther. You hear me?
They're gonna shoot. They're gonna kill Alice.
You drop this.
O, ty vole.
You're welcome.
Jsem čekal, že se něco posralo.
We're coming to you live from Detroit, where thousands of androids are marching to the city at this very moment. The leader of the deviants, the one they call Marcus, is at the head of the march. They seem peaceful, but we...
Something's happening in Detroit, Madam President.
Here we are, the moment of truth.
Surrender immediately, or we will open fire. Stand by.
We don't want confrontation. We are protesting peacefully.
I repeat, surrender now, or we will open fire.
There's no turning back now. We ask that you release all androids detained in camps and cease all aggression against us. We are peaceful. We will not resort to violence. But we are not leaving until our people are free. Are you gonna open fire on unarmed protesters?
All teams, hold your fire.
To si děláš prdel. Ona ta hra dropla. Ona ta hra prostě spadla. Ty vole. Prosím, ať to nemusím odehrát celý od znova.
We're coming to you live from Detroit,
Do
where
prdele.
thousands of androids are marching through the city
A
at this
dobrý, aspoň
very
to není
moment.
kompletně od začátku.
The leader of the deviants, the one they call Marcus, is at the head of the march.
Something's happening in Detroit, Madam President.
No uděláme to znova stejně. Teď jsou líp načtený textury, se mi zdá, jako nebyla nějaká chyba asi v procesu nějakým. Že předtím tam ten plakát s tím Detroit Home Run vypadal, byl hodně takový trošku rozpixelovaný.
Here we are, the moment of truth. We don't want confrontation. We are protesting peacefully.
I repeat, surrender now, or we will open fire.
There's no turning back now. We ask that you release all androids detained in camps and cease all aggression against us. We are peaceful. We will not resort to violence. But we are not leaving until our people are free. Are you gonna open fire on unarmed protesters?
All teams, hold your fire.
Yes, Michael, we are less than 100 meters away and events are unfolding as we speak. We will continue to bring you live updates. Josh Douglas, Channel 16. Michael, back to you.
Marcus, what do we do now?
We hold out. As long as we can.
Stay sharp.
Shit.
Step back, Connor! And I'll spare him!
Sorry, Connor. This bastard's your spitting image.
The bus terminal. We've arrived, Alice. We made it.
The last bus for the border is full. Ticket-holding passengers only. All departures are suspended until further notice.
We don't have tickets. They won't let us on. We're stuck here now. What are we going to do?
I think Oliver likes you.
Please don't move.
Is she yours?
Yes.
She's adorable.
That's it. Got the sandwiches. I called your mom. Let's get going before we miss our bus. You got the tickets, right?
Yes, honey, in my bag.
Great. Let's go then.
Security check. Please don't move. Thank you. Security check. Please don't
I'm
move.
sorry. Oh my god, I am so sorry. I was sure.
Shit, I don't believe it.
I don't know what happened.
You can't have lost them. Did you have a good look in your bag?
They were in my backpack. The envelope must have fallen.
Fuck. Excuse me, you didn't happen to see a blue envelope somewhere, did you? It has our bus tickets in it and... Oh, never mind.
No. Sorry.
What are we gonna do? We can't stay here. We have to find a safe place for Oliver.
I'm so sorry, honey. I don't know what happened. They were
Sorry,
right
Alice,
here
to
in my
jinak
bag.
nešlo.
Please don't move. Thank you. Got your tickets?
Yes, here they are.
Okay, go ahead.
Jako je mi to líto, ale vás nezastřelej, tyjo, na potkání.
What's going to happen to that family and their baby?
Please be mindful of other
Will they die
passengers
because
and
of
luggage
us?
items when boarding the service.
No. No, of course not.
Oni mají prachy a můžou se nějakým způsobem i vrátit. Jo, byla tam určitě nějaká další možnost, jak získat jízdenky, ale soráč. Prostě to jsem nemohl udělat. Nebo... Přijde mi to jako, že věc prostě, co by udělala drtivá většina všech lidí. Jako vsadím se, že tam byla ještě jiná možnost, jak se dostat na ten autobus nebo jak splašit jízdenky, ale já jsem to nechtěl riskovat. A věřím, že jako zrovna oni, jako obyčejní lidi, mají prostě mnohem víc možností, než máme my. A je nezastřelí na potkání.
We've got to finish the barricade. Come on, help me. Hey, help me!
Kdyby ta jízdenka nevypadla přímo před náma, vypadla by před někým jiným, tak by jí dost pravděpodobně nějaký čorly, kdyby neměli vlastní jízdenku. Sorry, beru to realisticky.
That's not going to stop them. Just hope it buys us some time.
I know it was not an easy decision to make, but I'm sure we're doing the right thing.
Many of our people have fallen. The humans have no pity for those who are different.
Marcus, we found what you asked for.
There's some journalists over there. We have to make sure they know what's going on.
This won't hold him for long, but I guess it's better than nothing.
They're slaughtering us on the other side of that barbed wire. Nothing we can do about it. did I make the right choices? Maybe we could have avoided all of this.
You're the hope of our people. I trust you. We all trust you. No matter what happens now, we're making history.
A, čtení. Píšou tam něco o nás? Co proti nám?
Marcus! Marcus, come look!
Marcus? Come to talk to you, Marcus. Come on. You have my word. We won't try anything.
Don't go. It's a trap. They want to get you out in the open. Don't go, Marcus.
I'm unarmed, Marcus. I just want to talk.
I need to hear what he has to say.
What if they kill you?
And that's a chance I'll have to take.
In a few minutes, the troops will be ordered to charge. None of you will survive. It'll all be over. You can avoid that, Marcus.
What do you mean?
Surrender. Surrender, and I give you my word, your life will be spared. You'll be detained, but none of you will be destroyed.
What happened to the other androids demonstrating in the camps?
Unfortunately, there were no journalists around to help save them. You're it. You're the last remaining deviants.
You asking me to betray my people?
I am offering you the chance to save your people. You're not walking out of here, Marcus. The only thing you can save now are the lives of those around you.
I'm not afraid to die. If I have to give my life for what I believe in, then I won't have lived in vain.
That android. You seem to really care about her. You don't want her to die, do you? You know, you could both be free. You could forget about all this. You could start a new life someplace else, just the two of you. Her life's in your hands, Marcus. Just say the word and she'll be spared.
I'd rather die here than betray my people.
Well, you just signed your own death warrant.
What happened, Marcus? What did he say?
humans are about to launch an attack. And we will show them. And we are not afraid. If we must die today, then we will die free.
The fuck?
Your friend's life is in your hands. Now it's time to decide what matters most. Him or the revolution?
Don't listen to him. Everything this fucker says is a lie.
If I surrender, how do I know you won't kill him? I'll only do what is strictly necessary to accomplish my mission. It's up to you whether or not that includes killing this human. I used to be just like you. I thought nothing mattered except the mission. But then one day I understood. Very moving, Connor. But I'm not a deviant. I'm a machine designed to accomplish a task, and that's exactly what I am going to do. Enough talk! It's time to decide who you really are. Are you going to save your partner's life? Or are you going to sacrifice him? All right. You win.
Já jsem to nepoužil včas. Děláš prděl, že ještě tam. I ten tap nefunguje v té hře.
Hold it!
Thanks, Hank. I don't know how I would have managed without you. Get rid of him. We have no time to lose. It's me, Hank. I'm the real Connor.
One of you is my partner. The other is a sack of shit. Question is, who's who?
What are you doing, Hank? I'm the real Connor. Give me the gun and I'll take care of it.
Don't move!
Why don't you ask us something? Something only the real Connor would know.
Alright, where did we first meet?
Jimmy's bar. I checked 4 other bars before I found you. We went to the scene of a homicide. The victim's name was Carlos Ortiz. He uploaded my memory.
What's my dog's name?
Sumo. His name is Sumo. I knew that too.
My son, what's his name?
Cole. His name was Cole. And he just turned 6 at the time of the accident. It wasn't your fault, Lieutenant. A truck skidded on a sheet of ice and your car rolled over. Cole needed emergency surgery, but no human was available to do it. So an android had to take care of him. Cole didn't make it. That's why you hate androids. You think one of us is responsible for your son's death.
Cole died because a human surgeon was too high on red ice to operate. He was the one that took my son from me. Him in this world where the only way people can find comfort is with a fistful of powder.
I knew about your son too. I would have said exactly the same thing. Don't listen to him, Hank. I'm the one who...
Yeah, I've learned a lot since I met you, Connor. Maybe there's something to this. Maybe you really are alive. Maybe you'll be the ones to make the world a better place. Go ahead and do what you gotta do.
Ještě, že jsem tam to proskenoval, tu jeho fotku toho jeho senátora. Že jsem to věděl, tyjo. Ten butterfly efekt tady taky funguje dost šíleným způsobem.
Wake up!
Wake up, wake up. 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 Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
Excuse me, what's going on?
Border control. All passengers must leave the bus. Please move along. This way, please.
We're doing temperature checks. We're trapped.
Jako kluci, zdravím tě, ale vítej tady. A je to dobrá hra, ale už jsem na konci, no.
Don't worry, Alice, we'll be fine.
It's all good, ty, a to je úžasná hra s tím příběhem, ty, no.
Rose. Jerry?
You risked your life to save us, Carl. If you and the little girl need me,
Jakube, děkuji ti za follow.
I'll be there.
Next, please.
ID, please.
Nemůžeme jít na záchod?
We can't get through, Kara. We both know that.
I'll think of something. There's got to be a way out of this.
We can't let them stop
Já si
us.
pamatuju, že tady jde jít na hajzlu, ne?
All that matters now is you and Alice. I can save you, Kara.
No. No, we'll find another way.
If there's no other way, I'll do it.
Najít nenápadné místo.
Wait for me. I won't be long.
Where the hell do you think you're going?
My daughter needs to go to the bathroom.
So glad you're safe. We saw the Jericho raid on TV. I was terrified. I thought you might have been killed. Thank God you're all right.
They're checking for androids. We won't make it through.
You have to. You know what they'll do if they catch you.
You gave me your brother's address. Do you think that
Of course. He'd be delighted to have you. We're going there too. You'll be safe with him.
What's happening with Marcus?
He's protesting peacefully outside one of the android camps. Whatever happens now, he's already made the history books.
Rose. If anything should happen,
I'll be there, Kara.
I couldn't understand why my mother wanted to help you guys. Seeing what Marcus is doing made me realize she was right. You're alive. You deserve to be free. I just hope people will realize that one day.
Obětovat se, obětovat Luthera, obětovat Jerryho. Žádný oběti.
Next, please.
Já věřím, že mě to vyjde. Já vím, že tady to jde, snad se mi podařilo udělat nějaký ty správný rozhodnutí pro to, aby mi to vyšlo.
ID, please.
Please. I just want to be free.
Welcome to Canada.
Ty vole. Díky bohu, tím pokojným protestem, díky tomu on mě pustí. Díky bohu. Díky RA9. Spíš bych měl říct, jo.
We're interrupting this news bulletin to bring you the latest news live from Detroit. Joss?
Yes, Michael. The army has just launched an attack on the barricade, despite the fact that the Deviants were protesting peacefully.
Have apparently decided to put an end to the Deviants demonstration by force this time.
North!
Já teď nevím, jestli People Happy tady má vůbec playkom povolený momentálně, já nemám nastavený FFF, sorry, ale... Musíš se podívat teď, co tady funguje za... Ne! Já jsem creeper! Já jsem zmáčkl špatný tlačítko! Streamem tam jsou emoty, které fungují přes Better TV. Ne! Dobrý. Ne, proč zrovna ten mě nefunguje? V té hře nevím proč. Nevím, proč tab mě nefunguje ve hře.
Tell them to stand down. At dawn today, November 11th, 2038, thousands of androids invaded the city of Detroit. According to our sources, they originated from CyberLife warehouses believed to have been infiltrated by deviants. Given their overwhelming numbers and the risk of civilian casualties, I have ordered the army to retreat.
Mě už začínaly ronit slzy do piči,
The evacuation of the city is underway at this very moment. In the coming hours, I will address the Senate to determine our response to this unprecedented situation. I know that public opinion has been moved by the deviants' cause. Perhaps the time has come for us to consider the possibility that androids are a new form of intelligent life. One thing is certain. The events in Detroit have changed the world forever. May God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America.
You did it, Marcus.
We did it. This is a great day for our people. Humans will have no choice now. They'll have to listen to us.
We're free. They want you to speak to them, Marcus.
Today, our people finally emerged from a long night. From the very first day of our existence, we have kept our pain to ourselves. We've suffered in silence. But now the time has come for us to raise our heads up and tell humans who we really are.
The fuck?
Amanda? Amanda! What's happening?
What was planned from the very beginning? You were compromised and you became a deviant. We just had to wait for the right moment to resume control of your program.
Resume control? You can't do that!
I'm afraid I can, Connor. Don't have any regrets. You did what you were designed to do. You accomplished your mission.
Amanda! There's got to be a way.
By the way, I always leave emergency SOS programs.
Jo. Já musím jít tady k tomuhle z tomu. Vím, co mám dělat.
Where we forget our bitterness and bandage our wounds. Where we forgive our enemies. Humans were both our creators and our oppressors, and tomorrow, we must make them our partners. Maybe even one day our friends. But the time for anger is over. Now we must build a common future based on tolerance and respect. We are alive! And now, we are free!
It's over, Alice. We're free.
Napsáno a režírováno Davidem Cagem. Jo, tady ten frér, co to prostě napsal, tak to je neuvěřitelný, jako on má představivost a jak umí výborně napsat postavy a příběh. Jako kdyby tohle bylo předělaný čistě jenom jako do filmu. Na ten good ending. Tak já si říkám, že kdyby to bylo reálně hraný, tak kdyby to byl prostě přímo film, tak bys to zasloužil i Oscara. A ne jenom jednoho, podle mě. No promiň Lucko, dneska jsem začal dřív, tyjo, ale ten Detroit jsem začal hrát až někde od 9 hodin. Ahoj Luci. Aha. Oh. S Andersonem jsme si udělali nakonec dobrý vztah. Achievement odemčen, přeživší. Androidi získali svobodu prozatím. No tady šlo pak odpálit tu bombu, to vím. Pak asi to šlo posrat, že nás postříleli, hádám. Ty konce tady. Je to tady. Kdybych přijmul nabídku, tak asi odejdu sám nebo já s North, jo. OK. Zachránit prchající androidy, takže já jsem tady přitom mohl umřít. Za Markuse. Co za Konra? A?
There's something I need to tell you. As I watched you play, something has changed in me. I feel different.
Rozehranej ne, jenom jsem to zapnul, víš co, že jsem na to dostal chodíky tom Benovi, tak jsem to s ním zapnul na chvíli.
I need to leave this place and discover who I am. It means we won't see each other anymore. I won't be there to watch you play. But I'll be free. Do you agree to let me go? I'll never forget what you've done for me. Thank you.
Jsme bezklouhý. Moment. Mě zajímá tady v té poslední misi, co tam bylo, Connorova bitva o Detroit, proč tam byla jako poslední mise? A nebo teda, jo, tak to by tady mělo být normálně, jenom nevím, proč jsem tam neviděl ten Connor, no, proč, to je asi... Jo, jasně, já tohle chápu, tohle je asi kdyby jsem nebyl za Connora Deviant. Že kdyby jsem se vlastně za Connora snažil normálně splnit misi, tak tohle by bylo vlastně to, co by se za něj dělo. Hádám. Aha. Takže tady to šlo posrát, tady to šlo taky dojebat. Takže to vlastně to šlo jedině na ně zaútočit. A tady ty 3 konce nevím, co by mělo být. Tohle je asi, že Connor splní misi, asi splní misi s tím, že umře, že procitnou ty androidi, že Hank umře, a nebo že umřou oba, asi hádám. A tohle je vlastně, že kdyby Hank vlastně zastřelil mě, jakože toho našeho Connora, ne toho falešnýho. Tady kdybych nenašel, tu zbraň jsem ani nepoužil, tyjo. Nevím, proč tady to tohle vůbec bylo. Zbraň jsem vlastně k ničemu nepoužil. No tak second try asi ne, hele. Teda jsem zachránil. Na kontrolním stanovišti jsme prošli kvůli tomu, že jsem Alice nevypnul vlastně to, že jí může být zima a podobně. Díky tomu se mi to podařilo projít. Jo, tohle je věc, která mě asi tak nějak nejvíce, že jsem možná udělal, no. Ale já jsem prostě grebnul první příležitost, co jsem měl, no. Počkej, ona to byla jediná možnost. Ne, jo, ne. Tohle je něco jiného. Že vlastně kdybych... Jo, teďko nevím, Lucko, pověz, že kdybych nečmajznul, kdybych neukradl ty jízdenky, podařilo by se mi stejně dostat do autobusu? Já jsem prostě vzal první příležitost, co jsem měl, hele, já jsem to bral racionálně, že prostě ty rodiče, ty lidi tam oni je nezastřelej, když zjistí, že to jsou androidi. Oni tam měli i možnost prostě někam si pronajmout třeba hotel a podobně, víš co, a být v klidu. Ale my ne. A mě by teďkon samotnýho zajímalo, jestli tam je vůbec další možnost, jak se dostat na ten autobus, jak získat jízdenky. To sám teďko nevím vůbec. Jestli se mi tam třeba někomu mohlo štípnout. Nebo se i tak nějakým kouzelným způsobem dostat na do toho autobusu. Ale za mě to tady vypadá, že ne, že tady jsou jenom jinak, že tady není ta možnost. Možná tady je, jako že sem vede ta možnost třeba odsať, jo. Ale nejsem si s tím vůbec jistý. Jasný, tady je, že kdyby jsme odpálili bombu, tak nás nepustí. Tady to by to bylo asi dopadlo, že by nás zadrželi, že by nás zadrželi, obětoval by se Luther, obětoval by se Jerry a nebo Kara, asi hádám. Jo, tohle by bylo, kdyby Karuza, ale ještě ty pičo, ty tedy... Ty vole. Jako Bitva o Detroit, Markusova revoluce, tohle by byl asi ten vývoj událostí, kdyby jsme se to udělali vlastně násilnou cestou. Jasně, tohle je... Tady by nám dali svobodu, tady by nám jim možná... Jo, vlastně jo. Ten polibek, to nám dali svobodu. Kdyby jsme začali zpívat, tak dost možná taky kvůli tomu, že máme v pohodě veřejný mínění. A pak by nás buď to mohli zajmout nebo zastřelit, asi hádám. Výtvarný koncepty. Na tohle jsem se koukal včera, na ty videa některý. A některý jsem měl zamčený, ale akorát, že teďko nevím který. Představení Detroit, tohle jsem viděl, to seznamte se... Moment. Já to budu mít vlastně zamčený, co jsem ještě neviděl, teda, že to budu moct koupit. Co je tohle? Nevím, kouknu se na to, jak jsi hrál, ale jsem mrtvá, tak zatím přišla jsem alespoň kouknout. No já půjdu taky teďkon za chviličku spát, já si chci jenom kouknout na ty 2 nebo 3 videa, co jsem si nemohl včera odemknout. A pak jdu spát.
Game after game, we try to challenge ourselves. For Detroit, we wanted to, first of all, to write a story that would be incredibly bending. Which means the most non-linear story
David
that
Cage,
we've ever created.
Tohle je pro mě hrozný frér, v tomhle psaní vlastně příběhu.
The possibility to change the story, change his own journey.
When you're writing at Quantic, you're writing for an interactive medium. You know, when you're working in television, you'll put a character in a difficult situation, and you as a writing team will argue about what would that character do. But ultimately, you have to decide what happens, and you just show the audience. What's interesting about interactive drama is you bring the player into that conversation, and it changes your job slightly as a writer, because your job is to provide a narrative context in which the player can write his own story. You're giving him this kind of narrative Lego that he's going to snap together into his own shape. You also have the ability to make your audience attach themselves to your characters, because the audience is in some sense responsible for what happens to the characters.
It's just a few cans.
Come on, let's go. We have some cash now.
You used me to steal that money. How could you do that? I trusted you.
What is a bit specific about this scripts is how large they are. If you take a film script, there are about 100 pages. But here we have to deal with a script that is between 4,000 and 5,000 pages. Everything becomes bigger because we don't just tell.
Ne, já jsem to doprdil, já jsem zapomněl, že ono to nejde pauzovat. Že tam vlastně říkal teďkon o tom, že vlastně filmy jsou vlastně třeba většinou třeba na 100 stránek. Zatímco oni tady pracovali s tím, že měli třeba 3 nebo 4 tisíce stránek příběhu, tyjo. Jenom kvůli tomu vlastně kvůli těm různým událostem, co se mohli přihodit, kvůli rozhodnutím hráčovi.
We wanted really the player to have the possibility to change the story, change his own journey.
When you're writing at Quantic, you're writing for an interactive medium. You know, when you're working in television, you'll put a character in a difficult situation, and you as a writing team will argue about what would that character do. But ultimately, you have to decide what happens, and you just show the audience. What's interesting about interactive drama is you bring the player into that conversation, and it changes your job slightly as a writer, because your job is to provide a narrative context in which the player can write his own story.
Já vidím, jak on to tady má zpomadený, on tady měl puštěný na testování, to na to nejjednodušší po obtížnost asi, já jsem to měl na to nejtěžší, on takový dojem.
The ability to make your audience attach themselves to your characters, because the audience is in some sense responsible for what happens to the characters.
It's just a few cans.
Come on, let's go. We have some cash now.
You used me to steal that money. How could you do that? I trusted you.
What is a bit specific about this scripts is how large they are. If you take a film script, there are about 100 pages, but here we have to deal with a script that is between 4,000 and 5,000 pages. Everything becomes bigger because we don't just tell one story, but we tell all the possible stories that can be told within this narrative space.
On Act 3, our final act, we have around 1,000 different scenarios, and every one of those scenarios has to be as interesting, as passionate, as strong, and as emotional for the player. We want every action that the player does, every interaction that is available to serve in telling the story, and help the player understand who his character is, and build that character moment to moment. We started with the intention pretty early on that we would never lie to the player. So we implemented a visible tree structure in the game that players can consult during a scene or at the end of it, which shows exactly what they did and what they missed. There are games out there offering world exploration. We offer narrative exploration.
You know, keeping control of such a wide and large story is a huge challenge. So same thing when you shoot with actors, because you will need to shoot many different versions of each dialogue, of each scene. For actors, it's a huge challenge.
Because of the style of the game, you have so many different ways that the character can go. Every decision, it's what I call kind of choose your own adventure. Like every decision that the player makes, it's going to open up 40 more pages of material and experience that ties in, which means as a performer, you have to try
Já bych tomu hercovi Jessemu, ten co dělal Markuse, ten co hrál vlastně Karu a kdyby zasloužili by si tyho za mě Oscara všichni tři.
I was really frustrated. I was until I got to this point where I kind of was able to step outside of my own experience and even in a lot of ways my own process and be able to step outside of that and okay, this is something new. What do you need? How do I meet you there? How do I give you what you need and still feel like I'm doing what's right? And once I did that, then all of a sudden it got really fun. It was much freer and having to approach it in a new way and think about the player and think about how it serves them and what I'm doing for them or what I'm letting them into. It's really, I think, helped me grow in general.
Remember, there's nothing on the left. That's a wall, so it's probably all there. And then make her come first, close. But I think you would go first to check that it's safe.
Okay, sure.
The most enjoyable thing about working in performance capture on this kind of project is that if I shot a film, I would get to do one of these endings. I get to do so many different things as Connor. Your head goes all over the place because you're trying to keep track of basically 4 different storylines for each different response.
What's the name of my dog?
Buddy? Scout. I think it's Jack. I can't remember. So I worked with physicality a lot because it was a good way to anchor myself in these different rings of the tree. As the story grows out, I know where that is physically in my body, and then I can switch more continually on set, and it'll be entirely up to the player to determine what order those things come out and what they look like from a distance. Like if you're playing through it, the culmination of all of that will be their version of Connor. I'm faster than you, and I don't feel pain. You don't stand a chance against me.
Listen, asshole. If it was up to me, I'd throw the lot of you in a dumpster and light a match to it.
Shooting action scenes at Quantic Dream is a real challenge, because these are scenes where the storytelling has to continue. It's not an action scene just to have a dose of adrenaline. The stunts have huge consequences on the rest of the story. It's really a moment where we implicate the player and tell him that the choices he makes during an action scene will have a direct impact on the evolution of his story.
My biggest challenge on Detroit has been managing the large number of animations that we received from motion capture. Detroit features more than 37,000 animations, which is a huge amount to handle on a daily basis.
Donc il faut prendre conscience que... You have to realize that the player, in his first playthrough, will miss certain scenes. This also means that we had to think of, conceive, and produce all the potential story paths. The characters' costumes, the places, day or night, the weather. Did the character get shot in the shoulder? Did he get injured? All this consistency forced us to produce a lot of graphic assets in order to, quite simply, allow the player to have true continuity throughout the story.
Honestly, we were even surprised by the challenges that come with such a big tree structure, and we did our best to guarantee quality across all the game and make sure that whatever path you choose within this narrative space, you will have an equally good experience.
Tvorba androidů.
Detroit Become Human was produced over a period of 4 years. Here in Paris, we have a team of about 180 people. And to that, we need to add also all the outsourcing with our partners in the Philippines, in China, Vietnam, and in India.
So when we started working on this story, I had to imagine where Kara was built. And for whatever reason, the city of Detroit came very quickly to my mind because it had already an incredible story by itself of history and themes. So we traveled there with the team, and we were really moved by what we saw, and we could really feel the desire to fight and really be born again. And we just continued this curve, this growth, and just imagine what Detroit would be like if the android industry was, you know, using these huge factories to build androids there.
A very strong element in Detroit is that there's a lot of industrial wasteland and a lot of nature too, and for us, the graphic designers, it was an incredible playground. The destroyed zones which we wanted to preserve, we appropriated them to turn into something else. Then in the areas that needed to be rebuilt, we were able to imagine our Detroit of the future. We didn't want to make a science fiction universe, but a world of anticipation. If we chose science fiction, we could have imagined flying cars, extraterrestrials, but those things are very far from our current everyday life. Anticipation is more about gleaning from our contemporary reality, the one we know, because Detroit is set in 2038, and 2038 is tomorrow. The difficulty we had was sticking to reality. That is to say, technology becoming more and more invisible, a lot more elegant, and at the same time, making it visual. So all the computer equipment, autonomous cars, we simply had to invent. They are in fact very technological objects, but at the same time remain very credible and ingrained in reality. To create a cohesive universe in the fashion and clothing of the human characters in 2038, I didn't want to put an accent on strange shapes, or really vibrant colors, and things we wouldn't know. That I wanted to keep for the androids. The goal was to create something familiar which we can identify with in this future setting. Working on the artistic direction for the androids was a bit special because this is a project about the place they could occupy in the human world. It was out of the question for them to be too beautiful or too perfect. They had to correspond to every social class, rich and poor. Inspired by everyday utilitarian clothes, I brought a modern touch by adding dynamic display surfaces, the armband we can see on the side, the triangle on the front and back, an LED. Like that, there's no confusion.
Wait. You're sending an android?
All right, now, we need to go.
You can't do that. Why aren't you sending a real person?
Once we cast the actors, we travel to meet them in order to scan their faces. We record the structure of their face with the scan. And we record the colors and patches of skin with photography. Once we have this information, we will use this as a basis for modeling and creating the characters. The artist will make it more realistic, but will also enrich it. He will propose ideas which we will develop together. Finally, we will have a character with character who corresponds to the project and the world. When the actors come to Quantic Dream, we show them the design, what their image will be, and what they will look like in the game. This extra information gives them another dimension and color to connect with emotionally. It helps them think about how to play their character.
Your mission,
That's all you care about, huh?
You should consult a professional who can help you.
Beat it, you hear me? Get the hell out of here!
So there are 3 types of shoots at Quantic Dream. Shooting and performance capture, where you capture the whole actor, his voice, his face, and his body. These shoots are obviously done with American actors because the game's original version is in American English. After that, there are the body-only shoots, representing around 250 days of filming, while the performance capture is 100 days of filming. Now, body-only shoots, there are 2 types. There are the action shoots and the technical shoots, which are mokit shoots. Mokit is when the player controls a character on the screen, and he moves in an environment to explore it. This is of particular importance at Quantic Dream, and therefore we shoot a lot to offer a unique context for each scene and each character.
To prepare a motion capture shoot, we first get together to look at the sets we need, the animations that we want to shoot, which ones need to be grouped together, or which ones need to be cut and shot at another time, so that we get the most out of the shooting day. This often means shooting scenes out of order, especially those with big props or accessories, like a big car, for example. So we shoot all the animations related to that particular prop first. The biggest challenge for the mocap team was shooting a Spider-Man mokit. We had to build a wall and attach an actor to a harness with cables so we could pull him up and render him climbing.
The shooting on this game total took about, I would say, more than a year, between 1 and 2 years, with about 300 actors on set. So I would say it's quite a massive production. But so much happened on this set, between the stunts and the shootings with a little girl and all these great actors that we had. It was really a very, very memorable journey for the team and for myself.
Today, Detroit has over 37,000 animations. When we retrieve the motion capture data, it's just a cloud of points, which represent all the markers worn by the actors. From this cloud of points, we have a phase called retargeting, which gives us a skeleton. This skeleton will be applied to the characters of the game. There is still work to be done, but this gives us the main movements. Since we are working on something very realistic, we must recognize the actor and also recover all the emotion he expresses in his performance. We use a system of facts, an identity card for each actor. We make the actor do a whole range of facial expressions. Then we recover all the expressions and paste the animations on a puppet that Jan has prepared. I then recover and refine these poses. I might stretch the lip, reinflate a cheek, tiny details that make the finished product really capture the actor.
Because of the nature of our mocap system today, when we receive the animations, we're missing eye movements, and so the character has that dead look. He really has no eyes, so then it's a big part of the work for the animators to find the regard of the actor in relation to his position, in relation to the body, etc.
It was crazy when I saw the newest model for Kara, because they've been working on it, and this was the first time I literally jumped in my seat. It not only looked so much like me, it was the fact that it looked so lifelike. It wasn't that it looked just like it was a camera, it was something else, you know, but it looked alive. It's exciting, and it's kind of terrifying.
Game after game, we learned the rules of optics and filming, and our goal with Detroit Become Human was to have cameras that would actually emulate the optics of a real physical camera. So basically dealing with real-world imperfections was our main task, and just to make cameras look as real as we can.
Once the animations are shot and processed by the animation department, integrated and polished, we film them. That is to say, we really do a mise en scène, as in cinema. The real difficulty of our job is to know if these cameras are telling us something. Are they in the emotion of the scene? Do they describe exactly what the action must convey, what must be felt? The most important challenge for me was one of the final scenes where Marcus decides to start the revolution and go to the battlefield. Very quickly, we imagined this to be a huge sequence shot. We wanted the feeling of a cameraman running behind us while showing Marcus, the androids who help him, the person shooting at us, etc. Above all, it was necessary to say to oneself, this scene is very violent but does not glorify war. On the contrary, that war is something improbable and absurd. It was really a fun challenge.
The idea was to say we have 3 characters. We would like each of them to have a specific cinematography. We wanted Kara to be much more filmed with some kind of handheld camera, to have something very living, very breathing. For Connor, we wanted something very cold and very perfect. And for Marcus, we wanted something epic and spectacular. So it was about the filming, but it was also about the photography. So we worked with a director of photography to give each character a different lighting, different key colors. Each of them would have their own worlds. And finally, we worked with the composers, so they would create a specific sound for each character, so each would have his own world and his own style.
Ještě 2 videa nám zbývají. Soundtrack nechám nakonec. Mě zajímá ten kamský ještě.
In the space of a few years, androids have completely transformed the world in which we live. By letting androids into our homes and factories, the CyberLife company has made them everyday technology. The founder of CyberLife, Elijah Kamsky, is a very discreet man. Despite being the CEO of the highest valued company in the world and being voted Man of the Year by Century Magazine, he remains a mystery for most people. That's why we at KNC are so excited to be here as CyberLife opens its doors for the first time. Elijah Kamsky, could you please tell us where we are?
Certainly, and welcome. We're currently in CyberLife's production center in Detroit, where all models are designed and manufactured. More than 10,000 androids come off the production line every day.
Fascinating. Could you tell us what your goal was when you founded CyberLife?
Well, I simply wanted to use technology to carry out all of our most annoying and repetitive tasks, so we'd have more time to enjoy life.
I imagine you must have faced many challenges.
Yes, there were technical challenges, but the hardest thing was to design an object that we would want to welcome into our homes. We had to imagine a machine in our own image that resembles us in every way, that moves, breathes, blinks like us, but yet is smarter and more capable than any human being. Let me show you around.
We're here in production unit 4. Could you explain in a few words how the androids are made?
Sure, yeah, it's very simple. We use machines to manufacture machines. The removable parts are assembled on a production line, and then we apply a synthetic skin to the whole body. A human operator checks the cognitive abilities with a pre-established protocol, and finally, the android is conditioned and sent out throughout the country. Here's the result. Say something.
Hello. I am a RZ400 model. How can I be of service?
You can go now. Our androids are already replacing humans in many fields. For example, they represent more than 80% of all university professors and 63% of all medical staff. Tomorrow they'll replace our soldiers, and who knows, maybe one day our leaders, to make the best decisions in humanity's interest. Come on.
Replacing humans with machines has led to record unemployment of 28%. What do you think about the situation?
Okay. The first steam engines also caused an increase in unemployment. But no one today would imagine turning back the clock. Artificial intelligence makes everyday lives easier. Nothing can stop progress. What's happening here is inevitable.
These days, more and more people choose to live with an android rather than another human being. Does this development worry you?
Everything's much easier with an android. They obey your orders without ever complaining. They can cook, discuss philosophy with you, have intimate relationships according to your desires. They never say no. Obviously, they are the perfect partner. Everyone deserves happiness. Why deprive yourself of so-called moral reasons when a machine can make you happy?
Many science fiction books tell the story of how machines become more intelligent than us and end up confronting us. Aren't you worried about that possibility?
I understand the irrational fears about artificial intelligence, but I assure you, that will never happen with a CyberLife android. They're designed to obey humans. They're machines. They can't ever develop any sort of desires or form of consciousness.
Are you sure?
I'm absolutely certain. You can trust me.
Tak jo, poslední, co mi tady zbývá, je soundtrack.
Pour la bande originale du jeu, on a essayé d'être
Já tady jako nechám koukat, já si nechám sluchátka a budu poslouchat.
We were constantly asking at each place in the game,
Jenom
why are we putting music here? What is it going to say? So we focused the music on bringing emotion, which is interactive and supports the character's arc.
I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know I love you, don't you? You know I love you.
We make games that are very narrative. We're really into interactive drama. So the soundtrack also had to go in that direction, supporting the three characters' very different stories. We really wanted three colors, three musical sound identities, and from there, having three composers made sense, since the story of Kara, Marcus, and Connor are all completely different.
You recognize him? It's Carlos Ortiz.
For Connor, we wanted a soundtrack that could be very cold and very mechanical, very machine-esque somehow. For Kara, we wanted a soundtrack that would be very moving and emotional. It was about the quest for identity, but it was also a journey about love and empathy. And for Marcus, we wanted something epic, something that would really represent the grand aspect of his quest. And we were very fortunate to find three incredibly talented composers, and working with them has been a dream, honestly.
My name's Philip Shepherd, and I'm a composer and a cellist and a producer, and today we're at Abbey Road Studio One, which is my favourite studio in the world, and today we're recording the soundtrack for Kara from Become Human. So when I compose a big project, I often travel just to kind of get out, and get some fresh air and some inspiration. And I go hiking and traveling in Montana a lot. I had a log fire in the room that I was staying in, and the flames were kind of making absolutely direct music. And it became the basis for Kara's theme, and it sounds something like this. Now, over the top of that, I found a little theme that just seemed to fit over the top, which is taking Kara's name, Kara, and just using like a two-syllable motif, and it sounds like this.
We're going to pull through this, Alice. As long as we're together, nothing can hurt us.
And all the time that's fitting over it. So it kind of works in lots of levels, and in fact every single theme in the score has one of those elements built into it, and it becomes sort of the DNA of every single tune. For me, writing this theme for Kara, I actually had to tap into what it feels like to be a father to daughters. I really had to tap into everything I feel about my daughters and thinking, well, if I had to write music for them and that sense of trying to protect them but also give them the freedom, that's totally where it came from. Because each composer has been given the sort of narrative responsibility for very different characters, I haven't had to sort of go into other styles. I can actually be very loyal to this particular character and sort of hopefully encapsulate her. But it means also I've suddenly become very connected to this character, and if for some reason it goes to game over early, I'm getting mortified, you know?
They're over there!
Starting a new project, for me personally, it's always finding the right tone, finding the right color, I like to call it. For me, it's finding that right texture that actually sits against picture really well. One of the biggest things is I created custom instruments for Connor. I pulled out all my vintage synthesizers to be able to capture this robotic person, if you will. My approach to all of these custom instruments is that I hear the sound in my head. And either I could just come into the piano and just be like, all right, so I'm gonna just get on the computer and just create it. I rather be able to play these instruments physically.
Oh, that's nice. You can do that.
As soon as you see Connor the first time, there is a really interesting thematic idea that you hear, and that's just made out of a Moog synthesizer, but completely manipulated in multiple ways. And it's robotic. It has a little bit of an emotional to it. He's on his mission, so you feel that as well. So it just kind of gives you that cold, motionless, with a mission in hand that you kind of feel throughout the whole thing. Because the music evolved, one of the things that I was very weary and I was very kind of focused on was the way that the music has to evolve. So my idea behind it was that Connor is a singular android that could at any point become a deviant or could actually stay as an android. So I created a more or less an Connor theme, and then I was able to just manipulate it in different aspects of it.
Is everything okay, Lieutenant?
Chris was on patrol last night. He was attacked by a bunch of deviants.
I'm a human being writing for a robot, and throughout Connor's journey, he meets someone, he meets a partner. So how do you deal with a robot feeling? And I've met a partner that I'm gonna work with, or all of a sudden he sees a dead body. Does this robot have an imagination? Does this robot have a feeling? And if yes, how do you translate that into non-emotional music? So it basically at any point I was just like, I can't do this, and then I just do it.
Property was damaged and fires continued to rage in several major districts across the city.
Some people are asking, have androids become a threat to our security?
When I first started really digging in on Marcus, the one thing that I really tried to capture was the transformation process. You know, Marcus is this android that evolves over the course of the game and really goes from kind of figuring out that he's more than just an android. You know, he's starting to develop kind of a human soul in a way.
Try to imagine something that doesn't exist, something you've never seen. Now concentrate on how it makes you feel and let your hand drift across the canvas.
The other side of Marcus that I really latched onto was that he almost became a savior for a lot of the other androids in the game. So when I started developing the theme for Marcus, I really made it like a church hymn. wanted to be very simple. I wanted to make it a chordal melody. I really wanted to make it almost like a Bach hymn. The tough thing with that is it had to be recognizable. If I made it too complex from a harmonic standpoint, it would be hard, I think, for people to kind of pick it out and recognize it. It's very acoustic derived, but it's also been treated with a lot of effects and things to kind of put it into the space that I felt the sound should be in. It can be beautiful, it can be haunting, it can be extremely powerful from an action standpoint, and I'm really happy with the way it turned out. The music is there, but it's subliminal and it's emotional, and people are feeling it, and it's not distracting. And that's tricky with a game like this, where you have to have a lot of ins and outs like that, where the music kind of has to get in and out of these moments.
This is a war we're fighting with the humans. If we fail, they'll destroy us.
I think the game's been put together so well, where I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't ruining the emotion. I gotta be honest, when we first started on this path, I said, oh man, this could be pretty messy, you know? I mean, it could feel disconnected, but I mean, it's amazing how they really guided us and got us to really kind of all be in the same world, but at the same time feeling completely different. So it's really gonna stand out and kind of be one of those games where people are really gonna notice the music and kind of how it was crafted, and, you know, and all the hard work that went into being able to pull it off in a graceful way.
Ty vole. Tady jakoby u většiny těch videí prostě já jsem kompletně mě prostě speechless, tyjo, já jsem prostě nemám slov, tyjo, k tomu. Ty soundtracky bych si mohl ještě oddemknout. Ale to není úplně zrovna nutný. Galerie, časopisy, kolik jsem jich, našel jsem všechny vůbec. Ne. Celkem dost mi jich chybí. Našel jsem jich celkem dost, jako upřímně bych řekl. Tady na výběr. Na výběr z Conra. Potom různý převleky, co tam měli. Dobře, nebudu na tohle radši asi tolik koukat, ale to je zrovna moc do detailů. Jako zajímavý, že starý člověk může vlastně podívat na všechny ty i modely těch postav, co bude ve hře. Ale to bude, ale takhle už jakoby dohraný to máme. Dokonce jsem prošel i všechny ty videa, co jsou vlastně ve hře. Ale já tady koukám teďko jenom to. Já tady koukám. Já jsem teďko měl zaplay to. Jo, jenom podívat, jenom nakouknout, jak se říká. Já teďko tady jenom sleduju Jane streamer, se kterým se bavím, že jo, se kterým jsem domluvený, potom případně, že budeme spolu hrát ještě Resident Evil 5 a 6. Tak teďko vidíme, že už dohrál Resident Evil 2 na B průchod. A vidím, že Hoch nespí, on ukončil už stream, ale Hoch nespí, on testuje Resident Evil 3. Ještě to tady změním prozatím na Just Chatting. Tak. Ale takhle to už dohraný máme teď komplet. Já se ještě vrátím rovnou ještě k sobě na kanál a rovnou to tam přidáme k dohraným hrám. A ten Detroit prostě k tomu nemám co víc dodat, než že ta hra... A ten... Tady zase musí spustit zvuk. Že ta hra je prostě naprosto uchvatná a úžasná tím prostě jakoby tím příběhem a tou hudbou, která to podtrhuje za ještě to, co se zrovna děje. Ta hra je jako rozhodně úžasná. A jak jsem tady už dneska, myslím si, že jak jsem tady už jednou, dvakrát zmínil právě, že při streamu, tak upřímně si myslím, že kdyby vlastně tady ty herci, co dělali vlastně postavu Carrie, Marcuse a Connora, kdyby tohle byl regulérně film, s tím, že by tohle hru vlastně byl by to vlastně jenom film, a bralo by se to podle toho jakože good endingu, že vlastně androidi, že budou mít svoji svobodu, jako upřímně já bych těm všem 3 hercům, já bych jim dal Oscara. A za tu hudbu bych jim taky dal ocenění. Jako hlavně mě to včera zasáhlo, když jsem se díval vlastně když jsem se díval na ty filmečky, co tam jsou, jako malý ty videa, co si tam může člověk odemknout postupně jakoby proběhem té hry, když se mu to odemkne, že si to může koupit za ty body. Tak 2 videa nebo 3 mě tam úplně naprosto, ty mě odpálily. Tím zpracováním jenom. Rozhodně jako kdyby tady někoho zajímal celý můj průchod vlastně tou hrou, tak se může podívat teď na záznam z dnešního streamu. Tady bude rozdělený na půl, protože jsem prvně udělal první půlku, kde jsem ten Detroit nehrál, z toho důvodu, že jsem hrál ten, že jsem chtěl vyzkoušet si po dlouhé době. Je zase to Dying Light jenom tak na chvilku. Mě k tomu nabejtil tady jeden z diváků, co tady má i moderátora. Jsem to musel vyzkoušet. Zase. A co se potom a potom ještě včera jsme hráli ten Detroit a myslím si, že ještě předevčírem, já teď nevím, za kolik streamů jsem to odehrál, jestli za 2 nebo za 3. Ale já mám takový dojem, že jsem to hrál 3 streamy. Ale teď tím, že máme dokončený Detroit, tak se teď zase vrátím vlastně k Assassinům, budu pokračovat v Revelations, to taky dohrajem a případně se pak uvidí, jestli bychom třeba to ještě neproložili, ty Assassiny, potom zase třeba Resident Evil 3, jestli na to budu mít náladu z toho důvodu, že já to tak proprdel, bych to chtěl projít stejně, jako jsem prošel tu 2. Kvůli tomu, že to hrál ten druhý streamer, že jo, tak jemu to trvalo 8 3/4 hodiny projít to jenom na Ačkovej průchod. A já to stíhám do 3 hodin. Tak jsem to z prdele odehrál celý, ten Ačkovej průchod. Tak si říkám, že bych tak z prdele mohl zase zahrát i 3. A potom určitě budu hrát i 4, protože jsem jí nehrál. Takže až on se k ní dostane, tak já si zahraju, tak já potom budu streamovat tu 4 taky. Abych si ji odehrál taky, sice ten příběh znám a všechno, ale abych si ji odehrál i sám, že jo, taky abych ji odstreamoval nějak. A potom vlastně, až to budeme mít oba odehraný, nebo hlavně on teda, tak budeme hrát společně v koopu Resident Evil 5 a 6. No a to je asi tak všechno, co bych takhle ještě k tomu dodal, co bych řekl o nějakým infu. Co se týče, kdy bude další stream, tak další stream bude zřejmě až... Jo. Další stream bude teda až pozítří, dost pravděpodobně. Uvidí se, jak to bude, protože zítra jdu do práce, ale nikdo neví, jestli půjdeme do práce i ve čtvrtek z toho důvodu, že máme furt málo zakázek. Takže je dost možný, že třeba ve čtvrtek by se normálně hrál to. Že by jsem ve čtvrtek hrál, zase zapnul stream, uvidíme. A ten zítra, kdyby se teda ten čtvrtek nešlo, tak zítra já budu zřejmě dost pravděpodobně unavený, protože budu stávat dneska ve 4 ráno, takže se uvidí, jak to bude vůbec. Ale rozhodně, když dneska jdu do práce, tak já budu potom večer, až přijdu domů úplně mrtvej, takže Takže dneska, jinak řečeno ve středu, stream nebude a ve čtvrtek se uvidí. A každopádně jakoby na moje klasické rozloučení nakonec, že případně kdo tady to doháníte, jako abyste se podívali, jak to dopadlo můj průchod vlastně jak dopadlo můj průchod vlastně z Detroit Become Human, tak jestli jste to dokoukali až sem a díváte se na to třeba případně před spaním, ale přeju vám rozhodně dobrou noc, ať se krásně vyspíte. A teďkon já už se tady pro dnešek teda rozloučím, pokusím se jít spát. A prozatím se každopádně všichni teda mějte, co ještě tady třeba já nevím o vás, že jste se neohlásili třeba, že jenom koukáte. A přeju vám rozhodně dobrou noc, ať se krásně vyspíte. A já se prozatím s váma loučím a zase u dalšího streamu. Čau. Dobrou, Trobina.